Welcome to Bucharest.
Thank you.
I'm very happy that you're here and you accepted our invitation to our coaching Support Bucuresti event. And I have some questions for you. You're so kind. Please tell us how you created the Embodied Facilitator course. How the idea came.
Yeah. I mean, the first question would be, what is embodiment? This idea of the body being a key part of who we are, the body being part of coaching, part of psychology, not just a piece of meat or a brain taxi, not just fitness. Yeah. So this is an integral part of who we are as people. So facilitators need to work with the body if they're going to work more fully. And most coaches have a sense of this. They have a sense the body matters, but they're not quite sure what to do. So with the Embodied Facilitator course, we designed a course that would give practical tools for coaches to work with the body. And equally that there were people coming to it who were from body backgrounds, like dancers and yoga teachers and martial arts teachers, and they were really skilled with the body, but they weren't sure how to work with business. So sometimes we say body to business, business to the body. And so we have people coming from these both sides, and we like to give them different perspectives to work with the body, so it's not just like one way the great guru says. Rather than that, we have different guest teachers and different approaches so people can work with the body in their own way. And if that's different if they're a corporate HR manager or if they're working with young people or whatever.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Well, the answer I suppose is we can speak an entire day about what embodiment is. Tell us what you are going to do tonight.
I don't know. So I always have a rough plan, but usually I like to see who's in the room and what they want and respond improvisationally and spontaneously. I imagine I'll be defining embodiment and showing how some practical ways it can be useful for coaches. For example, to become aware of your own embodiment, how our embodiment impacts our coachees, how we can help our coachees stay centered. This is a technique for becoming calmer, maybe some listening techniques through the body, maybe some practical tools, but I'm just going to play and see what people want. Yeah.
Okay, super. What are the most evident benefits of working with the body?
Well, if you don't do it, your coaching won't work. That's the first thing. And it works. So what I often say if I'm working with business is it goes deep quickly, it's fun, and it sticks. So you can get quite quickly into fairly significant things, very deeply and very quickly. It sticks because if you don't practice, so what? Maybe you go on a seminar and you go, yay, Michelle, you have a big experience or a big insight in your coaching with your coach, but then you need to practice, you need some kind of way to get that in you. Yeah? So it's a stick, and also it's just more enjoyable. If I'm working with a corporate group, they don't want to sit through hours of PowerPoint. It's boring. They'd rather have some interaction, and that's, I might call it interactive training in that context. I might not even use the word. So there's some of the benefits. There's lots of good approaches to coaching. I think the body is just one that's usually underdone. Like most coaches have a good sense of how to work with language. Maybe they have a linguistic training of this kind or that kind. So usually you can get a lot of leverage as a coach by working with the body because it's the less obvious, maybe the less used thing in a culture which is very rational, mental. Often that's like where you get the best result because it's the most overlooked. I'm working with clever people, so if they could work it out in their heads, they would have done already.
Okay, very interesting. Tell me, is there an area of working with the body who function better than others in the embodiment process?
When you say there's an area, do you mean a group of people? Or?
You said that people can, I don't know, make some sports, some dances or arts or yoga or martial arts. And if they are coming from certain sport, are they better in understanding the embodiment than others?
So if they have a background in awareness-based body discipline, they will learn it quicker. So that it could be yoga, but you could be doing yoga purely physically. So you can do it body, not embodied, right? Like the gym, if I'm lifting weights, that doesn't really make you embodied, it just means you get muscles, right? Which is fine, but it's a different thing. So any awareness-based discipline is going to help. Martial arts particularly seems to be good. Dancers are good on the expressive side, but doesn't always translate so well into business. Yoga is pretty good for the awareness, but it's not so relational. I mean, anything helps, like any kind of body practice or movement practice helps people. You know, even gardening, you know, someone being outside and moving in nature, being aware of their body in the sun and the rain, you know. So any awareness-based practice will help, and there's things that don't help, you know, like if you're just on a computer all day, or you're traumatized, or if you're from certain cultural backgrounds, you know, there's definite patterns I see. And some people, it's just the individual, some people are just naturally intelligent this way, we might say, you know, have high embodied intelligence without much training.
Mm-hmm. Tell me 3 ways that a person can get more aware during a normal day.
Sure. So there's really simple things you can do. You could have something on your phone that just is an alarm that goes off a few times a day. And when that happens, just notice your body. Just be like, okay, how am I sitting now? How am I breathing? How's my posture? How am I walking? If I'm walking, am I rushing? So you could do that. That would be a real simple thing to do. You know, notice your breathing, notice your posture, notice your movement a few times a day. That's probably what I'd start someone with if they were not wanting to maybe take up Tai Chi or yoga or something more time-consuming like this. You know?
Okay, so the phone is good.
The phone's a good reminder system.
Okay.
And then we have to obviously be a little bit careful we don't kind of go straight just into the phone or the computer or whatever. And not. It's about people forget their bodies, because these things are, so, you know, I was just on Facebook and it's so interesting, you know, so much happening, so much information. And
yes.
Yeah.
An hour is gone.
Yeah, and then you lost track of your body. It's very, you know, I do it, and I'm an embodiment professional. It's very easy to lose track of oneself. So I think it's important to have a reminder like that. It can help to be around other people who are interested in the body, some community, and then some regular practice of an embodied art, whether that's dance or yoga or whatever. I think it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much, Mark, for all this information. I just can't wait to see what you prepare for us tonight.
You've warmed me up nicely, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.